Okay then, so good morning. Um, we're going to be building the Home Alone house. Let's come down a bit there. It's meant to be, or a lot of people use it as an advent calendar because it's got 24 steps. So obviously you build one step a day throughout December and you end up with the Home Alone house. So I've done a little bit of prep already. It is out of the box. Now, contrary to what you might think, it doesn't come with 24 bags. It comes with 30 bags. Some days have got multiple bags. Um, so I've already dealt with that. I've taken it out of the box. I've taken day one out. So let's just move this to one side. And there you go. There are day one's pieces. Now, I'm just going to do this live. I'm not going to mess around with editing or anything like that. I'm just going to do what is probably quite a speed build for number one and see how we go. So, minifigs are already made. Obviously, he can. As he started the film as a policeman. They don't give you him as a policeman minifig, but you do give him the hat so that you can get the idea. And obviously then more in wet bandit mode like you have there. So they're both made up. I'll show you some more about these later on because they've both got some quite cute little features. Obviously him himself, he was quite a short bloke, so they've given him the proper mini legs rather than the full-size minifig legs. So I'm just going to pop them to one side over there. And then the first step is the Wet Bandits van. So let's have a look at what we have. So I do wonder why sometimes Lego go step one, there is a part. No, that's not a step. You could easily make it one step with steps 1 and 2 at the same time, but for some reason they've decided that that is a step for whatever reason. Obviously it suits them. Now I've never built this kit before, this is completely new to me too, hence why I got so excited and decided to do a video about it. So if I do make any mistakes, you will see them live. So I did semi-sort the pieces out to make life a little bit easier, rather than searching through big piles of parts. But I didn't do a full search. It should make life a little bit easier as we go through. There we go, that's the first page of the book already done. I've got some spares here from a previous build, and then we need 4 of those. Now I must admit, at the speed I build, and I do tend to build at this speed all the time, I'm not entirely sure that I get best value out of it. It's a case of I'm not even sure I enjoy building. I enjoy the finished product. No, I don't enjoy building, but to me, seeing what I've built is often far better than the actual build process itself. That said, I have heard of some people who actually who only like the Lego, the finished models, and don't like building at all. And I saw something the other day where people are actually willing to pay people to build their Lego sets. I'd happily do that, if not purely because I imagine it'd be quite a good earner. The hourly rate would be very, very good, especially at the speed that I build kits with instructions. I'm not saying I'm a speed builder by any means, but I certainly build generally without trying at a far higher speed than a lot of people do. So there we go, first step I nearly missed out there. Whoop, nearly dropped a piece too. Oh, I should have done all of those. There we go, they go there. And then they go there. That's much, much better. Two more of those. Now, one thing I really do abhor is stickers, and I have seen that the sticker set on this is rather large. That goes there. So I'm really not looking forward to that part at all. Not one little bit. And I do think, bearing in mind the cost of this set, I am slightly I don't quite understand why you've got so many stickers in I would have expected more printed parts. That said, obviously we will see when we get into the actual main part of the build whether there are more printed parts or whether the whole thing is just a sticker fest. I'm really hoping that it isn't, to be honest. There we go. One of those. Working on the front of the van now. And those of you that have done the van may be looking and going, well, that's not the order that it goes in. No, but it's how I build. I don't necessarily do it in the order that they are. Sometimes my son gets infuriated with me because I'll just look at that picture and then figure out what goes together, and it really, really annoys him. Here we go, first sticker, the number plate. I am going to try the old but it's still not quite straight, and hence why I hate these so much. Let's try it manually. Oddly, much better. Ever so slightly off if you go in close, but I'm happy enough with that. And what I'm also going to do, purely on the basis that I'm going to do one sticker, I may as well do the other together, because quite clearly that is going to be the other number plate, so I may as well do them both together and just have that one out of the way over there as well. Right, so onwards we continue. So they've got some gold, and that goes in the truck there, and then we need all of these 1x1 bricks. And my enthusiasm on day one, I'm up for it. How I feel, I have looked through the book. I haven't had a good look, but I did have a little look through the book, and some of the other steps. You know, you're working on the roof for 4 days or 3 days, I think it was. I can't say I'll necessarily have the enthusiasm by day 3 of the roof. But let's see what happens. We'll see how we go. At the end of the day, I can hardly get halfway through the set and decide I don't want to play anymore, can I? So more stickers. Enough of that. Is that there? No. That's there. I'll show you that finished in a minute. That's better. I'm hoping that's the end of the stickers for today, because I've already had enough. Okay. Okay. Right. Onwards we go. So one of those. Two of those. I'll keep the little van there. Whee! Got one. I think I caught it. Ow. There's there. I just realised I haven't put the front of the van on. Might need to do that before we do that. Yes, that makes much more sense. Like I said, I am familiar with the fact that occasionally I miss a step. Two of those. One there. One across there. Of course, just thinking. One of those. Let's admit, this is, I mean, it's a standard van, isn't it? It's nothing complicated about it. As a starter for the kit, it's a nice little start. I'm imagining that each of the steps throughout the day will take about the same amount of time. I can't imagine that there'll be a long day or a short day or what have you. I'm sort of imagining it will all be about the same sort of length, but we'll find out. Oh, no it doesn't. Got the bumper horribly wrong there for a second. I appreciate the fact that for a lot of people this is one of their white whale kits. I was very, very fortunate. I got the last one where I live. It wasn't actually on the island that I lived on. It was, I had to fly and get this. We had to crush the box up, unfortunately, to get it back in the suitcase, which was not ideal, but it is what it is. It would have been nicer if we could have kept it all intact, but my attitude is, much as I do save my boxes and what have you, I'm not, if it's the only way of getting it back on a plane, I'm not going to cry about the fact that my box is now got a crease in the middle. I don't think it'll make that much difference when the time comes at some point in the future to sell it. I don't know if I would. In fact, I think it's far more likely than me selling it. As with most of my Lego, it'll be a case I'll sell it only if I really, really needed to on a retirement basis. I'm considering it to be a case of, if I get old and my retirement doesn't go the way I plan, hopefully I'll have a large collection. But that's a tomorrow problem anyway. Wheels, we need wheels. And of course, because I'd seen all the extras, it hadn't occurred to me, whoops, that I have actually finished. Because you've got all the spares, of course, and I always get to the end of a kit and go, oh, I have finished. I'm going to put his hat and a crowbar and everything in the back when I've finished. Just and there, 16 minutes. So, and there we have day 1 of the Home Alone house.